Yo yo, it's Dante PhD here. In today's video, I will demonstrate how to achieve the Sprinter Conquest in Diablo 3. The first and last time I did this conquest was back in Season 5. Let me show you an example on the leaderboard here. Though it shows me having done it solo, I actually had a duo partner run it with me. Unfortunately, he disconnected in Act 5, and therefore he didn't get the credit.
Okay, I think it's much easier now with the dash monk. And so I'll show you the dash monk. I'll do it at the same time, and I'll try to commentate, and I should be able to finish it in under an hour. So let's start with the game campaign. We'll start with Act 1, and let's go. So you kill all the mobs here, talk to Rumford, kill more of the mobs. And then you can just go to the gate once you kill them, and then go inside here, talk to Leah, kill the zombies. Talk to Leah, go back out. If you have a duo partner, you can go back out quicker, because you have to talk to Captain Rumford in the front again. There's some wait time as he breaks the gate. Just break the gate, you travel all the way up here. Sometimes the dash monk gets stuck, and so you don't have to hold the button down. You can click the mouse so that it's not unruly. You can control it better. So this is fairly straightforward. You just kind of have to remember where everything starts. If you play the campaign a lot, I used to play the campaign a lot back in the day. That's why I kind of know this better. I have, I guess, I remember this better. But also, doing Rainbow Goblin farming has helped me understand kind of the layouts of the map better too. It's not, what's it called? Though it's not the same, there's a certain pattern that these tile sets follow. Oh, that was a Rainbow Goblin habit. I was sweeping the backside. I don't need to do that. Kill the mobs. But yeah, and so if you do Rainbow Goblin farms for certain areas, you can kind of like figure out, you'll have a better feel. So one thing is, after you talk to Deckard Cain here, you should TP right away, because it takes too much time to open that. So just TP, talk, and Deckard Cain will be right here anyway. And then after that, talk to Hatrig. So you can wait for him. So again, if you have a duo partner, you can do this faster. You could just have someone waiting in town. Kill all the zombies. So right now I'm just using dash, but if you wanted to, you could have another like damage skill that's more AoE and wider, so that you don't have to dash into everything. But I think it's okay without it, because I think I have so much time with the dash monk. So this, the cemetery is on the top right, so just don't get stuck. Let's go to the cemetery. This one's a little bit RNG, so it helps with having more people here, because you have to find the second level, and there's multiple entrances to the defiled crypt. And so I got lucky, so I got level 2, but in other places you won't get level 2 right away. And so another tip is that in the defiled crypt, that if you see like an event, like a bounty event, then you're in the wrong crypt, so you can leave right away. But I got lucky this one, and I got it on the first try. Talk to Hatrig. Just chill out as he finishes. I'm pressing spacebar, I don't know if you can hear in the background, to kind of try to quicken the pace of the dialogue whenever it happens. So basically, you don't want to pick up any loot or anything, you just want to run as fast as you can. Alright, so this one also has a certain layout. Unfortunately, you can't dash through closed doors, you always have to hit that, or you always have to click to open. Skip the goblins, kill the things here, talk to the warrior. I kind of kill the mobs before going to the end here, because if you don't, the warrior kind of bugs out and doesn't grab his items. So you want to kill this guy, stand near him, so that when the quest, like when he starts talking, your other Templar can kill him and stab him right away. Then you go to the next part right here, because the Templar NPC is the one who breaks that barrier. So this is also kind of like a certain tile set. It's not the easiest, but I don't know it fully either. But you'll see a little yellow ring if you're close by to the area. So I think I'm in the wrong spot. So let's see. There we go. And then this one is a straight path, luckily. Just walk right on over. Oop. I overshot. So if you're running a group, everyone just should accept the boss. You might want to, if you're the runner, you might want to alert your group that you're gonna open the boss room, so that they can accept that as soon as possible. Because you will lose some seconds if you dally too long and not pay attention to that boss request. Sometimes it's also hard to click the boss here. Either way. So I'm running this on normal, so you should be able to kill the bosses quickly, but it also depends on the items you have and different things. Dash down here. While you're talking to him, you should just move right to the waypoint. It's time for the fields. Oh, no. Made a mistake. I don't need to go that way. Just go to the waypoint first. Sometimes it's confusing like that. So this is a little hard. I don't know exactly where the Den of the Fallen is, but I usually check this left side first. Let's look around the map. What do we got here? Oh, it's taking long. So, especially on these open maps, it's nice to have a group to do it, because it is RNG in the map layout, and so you might not always find it right away, and you'll find it faster if you have a group before. I don't think you can hear the voices, because I think I have it off or something, or it's very quiet. Not that you need it, but sometimes it's helpful to know that someone's talking so that you can cancel that conversation. So if you had another runner here, while I'm in town, someone could be already excuse me, someone could already be waiting at the scoundrel. And so again, there's like if you're running with people, there's like ways you can save time. Because teleporting takes time, other things, etc., etc. But again, I think if you have a dash punk, you can definitely do this solo, no problem. But that's also assuming you know somewhat of the campaign and the storyline, so that you know exactly where to go next. And so perhaps I am oversimplifying how easy it is, but I did it for the first time after Season 5, like, without remembering anything. And I still completed it like in under an hour, like no problem, without like any practice. And so perhaps I have good memory. I don't know, but I don't think it's that bad. So another tip you want to do is you want to save your ultimates, like Epiphany that I have here, and then so that I can get to after I pick this beacon up, I can just waypoint to Drowned Temple without getting interrupted. And next, so I can place these on the pedestal. And so perhaps because I know what I'm doing, it seems fast. And so I might have an expert blind spot in terms of, because I've done this before, and I kind of know like wherever I've played this, because I played Diablo since like, well, I played it when it released. I haven't played since, but because I played so much campaign, it's easy. Like I know the story so much more than perhaps the person who's joining late. So again, if you have someone waiting in town here, you could do this faster by having someone wait at the ferryman. But yeah, not a big deal. As I mentioned before, difficulty does not matter. You can do this in any difficulty. And so normal is your best bet, right? So here, you don't need to do anything after you get to the waypoint. Just go back to base. Go into Kane's house. You have your cinematics. So I have cinematics canceled automatically. That helps a lot. So that I don't have to manually cancel them all the time. It'll be the fastest manual cancel. Oh, it'll be the fastest cancel. Ooh, I'm stuck. I think you could jump down from the top there, but I think it's not the easiest to do. So one, I guess, tip for this map is that the boss will always have a long, narrow path towards the top right. And so that can be in various places. So this is cut off, but I'm trying to find the patterns towards the top right. And you might get unlucky, but here we go. I think this is going to be it. So top right, let's go. Here we go, yeah. So you go to the end, talk to the lady, and here you might want to wait until it attacks you like that. And then, because it has an animation, otherwise, if you don't do enough damage, then the spider will run away. And you'll have to wait for it to come back after killing little mobs, blah blah blah. And so it takes additional time. And so having enough damage to kill the boss is a little bit important. If you're running with a group, you might have someone dedicated to be a runner and someone dedicated to be an RGK. RGK meaning Rift Guardian Killer, just means they do a lot more damage. So I typically sweep the right side first here. If not, then I'll go towards the left. I'll follow the map, hug the wall. I guess it's not here. Sweep down the side. Oh, there we go. Left pane. Pick up the staff, bust through the wall, and then you can just break through this with dash. And then just follow the path to Lerox Manor, up in the top left. Kill all the mobs. You can, after you talk to this wounded man, you could definitely jump down here. But again, this is not the easiest. This is, I don't know why, but perhaps it's better to just go around. Not a big deal. Alright, so for this one, I'm not sure of the tile set for this one, but I think I've heard it's on the top right. But I might be wrong. But when you see these cleavers, then you know you're going the right direction. I think that's what I've noticed. This one, map tile set's always, at least the exit, it's on the bottom right, yeah. Bottom right. Oh, kind of? Maybe I missed it. Let's go up here. Huh, missed it a little bit. But this tile set is always the same. In terms of like that end tile set. It's always in that direction. You have some RNG here as well. Where the prisoners are. It helps to have a group to free these prisoners. Excuse me, I think I have something in my throat. Ugh. So typically you just want to go around there's no real easy way to do this. I think you just need to be systematic on your own. Pick a method and just stick to it. So I'm mostly looking at the minimap to see that little yellow dot to see where the prisoners are. Like that. And then you have to be close enough to see it. I have one more. So obviously this takes a lot of time solo and it'll be much faster in a group. I don't want to carry these things around. So when you're running like the story for the first time, you'll always get these bonuses. So with the dash monk, you could dash down here. So you don't have to go all the way around the stairs. Alright, this one, again, the boss is a top right-ish kind of feel. Similar to the Spider Queen. There we go. Kill the boss, move on with your life. This can dash be a little tricky here. Dash across. Just kill the ones that are holding Tyrael, and then everyone else will die. So you wait for Tyrael, talk to him twice, and then there's a waypoint or town portal you can take right here. Talk to Tyrael, move to the next act. Talk to the Enchantress here. Don't skip her. I've skipped her before. I was like, wait. I didn't talk to her like I was supposed to. Alright, so this one also has, there's a few predetermined locations in where the hideouts are. So you should scan the left here. This can be one, this is blocked, so it's not it. Another one's up here. So this is one. Right, you can take care of this one. And then I like to check the top. There's 2 locations on the top that it could be. I think. So this one's closed, right? So then I go down. This is the, nope, let's go down. So this is not it. Here we go. There's another one, I think, somewhere else. But there's always the footstep you can take if you're unsure. I think if you did, like, I think you would still have enough time. At the end, you'll see how much time I have left. You'll probably have at least like 6. I want to say 6 minutes. But that's also assuming you know the map tile set like I'm doing. Like I'm running this really fast. I've run this with less gear to try to like limit test how fast or like what's the limits or like sometimes I get so frustrated with less gear, but it's definitely doable with less gear. Kill all the mobs. You can kill them however you want. I don't know an efficient way to kill them, but just make sure you talk to the guy afterwards so he can lead you out of the gate. You can hook the wall here. It's in the bottom right. And then this is I mean that tile set and this tile set also. These are consistent. They don't change. So the direct, yeah, the path to Magna is always the same. So yeah, TP takes about 5 seconds, and so it's helpful to have a town person to help you move to the next quest right away, rather than waiting for 5 seconds for you to teleport. I don't remember. I forget the thing is 5 seconds plus like depends on your load time. It might be like 5 seconds plus 2 or something like that. And so these seconds will add up if you're doing this solo. If you have a group, these are where you can cut your losses. I've had a bug here before in which I couldn't target these summoning towers. And so be aware that there are some bugs in this game that kind of prevent you from, like you have to restart. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I haven't been able to recreate it, but it's not that big of an issue, I would say. It's just frustrating because you just have to start over again. Yeah, one time I had a bug in Act 5. That was annoying. And that one I've seen a few times. But so you can take this portal here too. You can teleport. It's about the same time. I've tried both. But again, if you have someone waiting in base, then that's even better. Oops, I talked to Leah. So sometimes if you dash uncontrollably, it's worse because you get stuck and you waste seconds when you can just readjust yourself if you're a little bit more careful. And so there's times when I hold the dash, but in general, it's up to you. When I have less gear, I definitely can't hold it because I lose resource too fast. But if you have a lot of resource cost reduction, this is not that bad to hold down. So it can spawn here, the Forgotten Sands or whatever, Forgotten Ruins. And again, I hate this map is really big, and so this one is a little bit harder to do solo. This map at least. But if you know some tile sets, like I don't need to check this spot here, this dark spot. Oh, here we go. Not the worst. And these ones again, it's nice to have a group do this because it is. These tile sets are RNG. Oop, I had a little lag spike there. And again, it's always nice to have Epiphany up so that you can teleport back to town without being interrupted. Another thing is, with this build, you can't do it with the Dash Monk. But other builds, you can use that. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Home Guards. You can use that to not to make sure your town portal is not disrupted. What's going on? I'm trying to talk to her. Oh, am I doing something wrong here? I thought I talked to her. She had an exclamation point. I thought I talked to her. I guess that exclamation point disappears. That's a first. Yeah, don't get distracted by that one. She will talk to Leah. And I guess the exclamation point disappears when it does that or something. Anyways. Oh, if you didn't notice, I forgot to mention that as I like going to find this place, this is that end tile set again is always the same. And so that one's all the way in the top right corner from Diablo Oasis. And so it's nice to have a dash monk here because these diagonal paths are easy to dash through. Very quick. So this one, make sure you kill all the mobs here quickly. Well, I guess you gotta always wait. But you have to kill all the mobs and then talk to this barrel. Just covetous Shen. And then let's move on. This tile set, you want to go again to the top rightish, whatever that means. Right. And then pick up the crucible, move on. So a lot of things are top rightish. But in this one, this is Desolate Sands. Oh, I got lucky. There's 2 places you have to visit here. I got the first one very luckily. It was right at the entrance. Sometimes it's not at the entrance, so it's kind of annoying. Make sure I check all the edges here. Gotta look for level 2. If you're running in a group, they can run simultaneously the other one while searching Desolate Sands. Solo, this takes a long time. Compared to in groups. So this one's typically on the top left, whatever that means. Take the obelisk out, because you have to go to the second place, the Vault of the Assassin. So let's look for it. Where would you be? So those, what's it called? There's a place you will have to go eventually to the top left. Oh, here's the vault. And so after I finish this one, and like I think I gotta go back to base, we'll see. But you eventually have to go top left from Desolate Sands. What? Not here. All these dead ends. So again, you could clearly see the advantages of running with a group. Where am I supposed to go? Something's down left? No? Up? Oh, that's annoying. Anyways, you go back. Oh, you go back out. I think you have to go back to base, but I guess you don't. And now top left. Where are you at? Top left here. Here we go. Just dash to the end here. I typically go to the top left here. This one first. Doesn't really. I think you can go to the bottom right one first. Doesn't matter. I think. Again, it helps to have a group here, but you can do this faster. If you have this long path like this, I think you're heading the right direction. That's how I feel, at least. The exit is here. Here we go. Here's the other one. I don't know if the Storm Halls doesn't open unless you finish the other one first? Question mark? It's been a while since I've actually thought about this. It's because I just do it systematically. Just the top left one first, then the bottom right. Maybe there's a reason why I do that first. Gotta wait for this to spawn. There we go. Oh, dead end. Wait, what? Okay. Sometimes the maps, the mini-map doesn't show where you're supposed to go. That's okay. So you can take this and then you take the portal right here. Talk to Liam. Jump in the middle portal. And then kill Zoltan Cole. Come on. You kill him, and then head to the center here, bridge, so that you can pick up the Soulstone, Black Soulstone. TP back home. Talk to people. So in this one, I haven't really tried stuff, but basically I just do the whole thing. I don't know if you're allowed to or not, or you can skip some or not, but I typically just go everywhere where the yellow dots are, and I hit all the carts. Again, this might be faster with. I mean, I'm sure this is faster with a group. After you get all the refugee cards, touch all the yellow points, then you go to the bottom right, and then it should trigger the next phase. Come on now. Gotta kill the little dude here, and then you move to the top right. I know sometimes it's too fast because I killed him too fast, but there's a guy you have to kill there before you can move on. This one's a little annoying because you want to make sure you kill the minions as fast as you can, and that's not always the easiest depending on what skills you have. So I'm sweeping just to check where they are. Luckily I can just one-shot them before they go invisible, so that's very convenient. Unless that one just went invisible. Nope, got him all. Kill him. So real quick, my damage comes from Flesh Rake. As I dash a lot, it increases damage. This one's a relatively low percentage at 85. It can go all the way to 100. Yeah. And then we kill the boss. After you kill the boss, make sure you pick up his soul. Before you teleport back. And we go to Act 3. So this is fairly static, and so this map is always the same. So you can basically skip a lot of things if you can memorize them. Come on, good stuff. So these beacons are always in the same place. And the map, the tile set's always the same too. Just talk to your sergeant and move on. This tile set's the same. Talk to the captain. Kill these things, and eventually the ramp will show up. This is some downtime. Take a breather from your hectic running around. But I mean, at the same time, kill the mobs. I don't think I've tested it, but because I'm bored, I kill the mobs. But I'm wondering if you don't kill the mobs, I'm not sure if this bridge will come up. But I haven't tested it, so I don't know. Maybe it's just a time event. Either way, if you're waiting, might as well kill them. Just because you're bored. Move on. So there's the catapults. This is the catapults. So you just want to trigger it first. Right, so I'll show you what I mean. So you have the arrows. Trigger the event first, and then move on. Right. Trigger the event, kill, and then move on to the next one. Move to the next one. Talk to him, and then move to the last one. Because the last one takes the most time, because you have to do it manually. You have to rotate this winch. And you actually don't have to kill mobs. If you're not gonna die, you don't have to kill mobs. Just make sure that you click the winch every time, so you could do this faster. I think back in my day, I'm not sure. Maybe I did it wrong. Back when I did it in Season 5, I don't think you could skip it. I think you had to do it in order, but I might be wrong. There's a lot of things that I wasn't aware of back then. Maybe there's some quality of life things that's changed. But yeah. This one anyway, not the worst. Cause yeah, I think you have to do them in order before. But yeah. The second one, you don't need to worry about. This one will do it by itself. The first one needs some help. So go to the first one. And make sure the mobs die. So that the helpers can keep raising the catapults. But yeah, the second one will finish on its own. Just gotta wait for the first one to do. These recruits, they need to put their backs into it. They're too slow. There's 3 of them. Why are they so slow? Back in the third one, it was only me and the other captain or something. Us 2 got it done. These recruits, they need some training. Alright, I think when you hear that, you can teleport out. Oh, maybe not. I typically teleport out when this rotates. I think that for sure is a good sign. I don't know what happens if you do it too quickly, but either way, talk to Tyrael, move to the keeps. This one, there's a certain blacksmith tile set that you want to find. I call it blacksmith, but I might be wrong. It's like a certain lava tile set. I think it's typically on the top left-ish, whatever that means. So this is the lava tile set, but not the exact one I'm looking for. So this is not it. Alright, where am I going next? Let's go down. So still looking for the top left-ish, whatever that means. So top left. Here we go. So here's the lava tile set, and it's the top left here. Yeah. Similarly for this one, you're looking for an exit out like this. It kind of has a snowy outside. So I think it's also sort of on the left-ish, top left-ish, whatever that means. Yeah. And this one is top right-ish for the boss. What does that mean? I don't know. So this is still a dead end, despite going top. Just go this way. Go down and up. Here we go. Top right-ish, whatever that means. Yeah, this is not a guide. This is a terrible guide if it were a guide. I'm just showing you that it's possible. You could probably take some notes based on my commentary. Full guide is out there. I think someone wrote like a 30+ page guide on how to do this well. Most of it just comes down to experience, really, in my opinion. Alright. For this one, just move. You just go as fast as you can past the battlefields into Bridge of Corsic, into Fields of Slaughter. Kill the. There's only so many locations that these ballistas can be. So I killed 2 of them. The other one should be on the bottom right somewhere. Yeah, there we go. If it's not oh come on. If it's not here, I'll be here. Whatever that here means. I might have. Oh, gotta talk to Tyrael. Then dash across the middle. This is relatively a nice dash tile set. Or so I think. Maybe it's because I've had a lot of practice. I've run this a lot from chasing rainbow goblins. So Adria will spawn right around here. Talk to her quickly. Dash to the next place. All right, again, top right-ish, whatever that means. Top right-ish. Alright, go to the right on this ring, because the stairs on the. If you go on the left, then you have to go all the way around. This one, there's 2 different tile sets for this one, but either way, this is straightforward. Just follow the path. Talk to what's her face here. Gotta wait. I'm holding the. Yeah, I don't know where she. Hurry up and come down. Kill her. She'll do some attack animations, and then, but make sure she's at a certain health before she goes back. Kill the 3 succubi. Kill the heart. Move on. Same thing. Somewhere to the top right, whatever that means. Oh, I've got a crossed path here. Oh no, still top right. Maybe not. Oh no, I'm right. Okay. Spin, spin, spin. This one, the level 1 is always the same. It's consistent. Level 2 can vary between 2 different tile sets. Oh, maybe in campaign I think it's always this one, but I might be wrong. Either way, this is one of the easier tile sets. Kill the heart, and then go to the end while the heart explodes. There's an animation that happens. Let's go to the end of here. So again, with this boss, make sure you pick up a soul before you teleport out of here. They'll tell you too on the objectives. So I pick up the soul. So I did it before the cutscene. If you miss it, just get it after the cutscene. Not a big deal. Talk to Tyrael, and then we'll move on to Act 4. Blah blah blah. Talk to Tyrael. There's some downtime here too because the boss won't die the first. So the boss will spawn after you kill enough of these, I think. I think that's how it works. So you typically want to kill some of these. The boss will appear. He won't die immediately. He has a second phase, so he'll disappear. There'll be meteors. The meteor spawns those little shadow gremlins. So you want to kill them when they spawn. And eventually he'll show back up, kill him, move to the end, talk to the peoples, move on. This one's always the same tile set for Rakanov. Just go to the left, go straight to the end, voila. Let me kill him. So Act 4 is by far the shortest. Talk to the people at the end. Oh, my inventory's full. Alright, now you're back in the Gardens 1, you gotta kill these corrupt things to find the Hell Rift. Corrupt growths. It's always fairly quick. The arrows tell you where to go next, on the right, and then to the left. Oh, I got lucky, it was the first one. Unfortunate for y'all. If it was further away, I could show you how to traverse the map, but it's always the same. There's 2 different ones it can be, but it's always, the corrupt growths are always the same, blah blah blah. So you go up, go down. How do I remember this? It's because I did Rainbow Goblin farming for a long time. And so this tile set I have memorized. Kill the ones at the end, talk to Tyrael. Yeah, perhaps that's not fair. But if you're running in a group, they can help you run this. But the Gardens tile sets are always the same. So this one I actually don't know. It's random, the tile set, but yeah, you just run it. Run to the ends. I don't know where to go. I'm just checking and I get lucky. But these tile sets aren't that bad. Kill Izul. Oh, got stuck on this little ice thing. Move on to the right. I don't know these tile sets, but I'm just gonna go on. Get a dead end and then we move on. Not a big deal. Arrow. Kill Diablo. Wait, I gotta talk to Tyrael before I go. Come on, the door's open, let me in. That was a weird cutscene. This one, you might want to blind. Oh, that's another tip, I guess. I forgot this. You can blind them so they won't disappear so quickly. If that makes sense, before you do the damage. You can do full damage for the length of your CC. So it doesn't have to be blind, it could be other CCs. But in case they have like, for example, the Nightmare Diablo will disappear after some amount of HP is gone. So if you blind them, he won't disappear until the blind wears off. I don't know if I'm mistaken with that, but That's the strategy I've been using. If you want to walk up here a little bit to the top right of Diablo, you can talk to the angel right there. Well, I guess you you teleport right there to the middle anyway. Not a big deal. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, I think Act 5 is my least practiced map. Because Reapers of Soul didn't come out. It came out later, right? So I played this act the least. But there are some things that are the same. Not the worst. La-di-da. Like this first part's always the same. This is just going to town. This is like a little intro to Reapers of Soul. Reaper. No, maybe I'm putting the plural in the wrong. Is it Reaper of Souls? Not Reapers of Soul. Some downtime here. I should kill the mobs. Talk to Tyrael as he runs to the top right, and you should dash to the top right. Come on, Tyrael, talk to me. Go into here. Kill the maiden. She teleports around. Talk to Tyrael. Get back out of here. This part's a little annoying because you have to always move to the top right to that area to talk to the leaders to get the quests. But all right, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. This is probably the annoying tile sets. I don't know where I'm going, so I'm just gonna figure it out. Just hug the walls. I don't know where I'm going, but because I have dash, it's not the worst. Or is it? There's dead ends. I got that arrow though. It's on the bottom. Let's go towards that direction. Come on, come on. Skip, skip, skip. Wait, did I miss it? Oh, that's the one. Wait, let's try this. Let's try this one. Before I have to go back. There we go. Maybe I did go the right direction. Okay. So this tile set's always the same for Gideon's row. Kill the little mobs on the edges, and then kill the maiden in the middle. Kill the sphere. Talk to this pile of corpse. Talk to Miriam. Move on. Come on, come on. Malthael spawns, we skip him. Let's move to the next place. So again, I hug the walls here. I don't know where I'm going. Just hug the walls. So typically the next section means that you're going the right direction. Hug the walls and then you get an arrow. So same thing as last time, kill the little corpse piles, and then kill the maiden in the center, then kill the sphere, and then walk down. Talk to this NPC, teleport home. I have so many things that I don't need. It's okay. Just move on. Talk to Tyrael, top right. So this is the annoying part, right? You have to always go to the top right. Talk to them. Alright, everything's burning. Where am I going? I don't know. I don't know this map that well. So we just go wherever we want to. And then hope for the arrow to lead us. I guess not an arrow, but the little yellow circle ping on the minimap. Oh. So if there's a circle around him, that means he's doing an attack. So just be aware of that in his animations. If there's a circle around him or somewhere, that means he's doing an attack, which is different. Sometimes when you do bounties and you don't check that, he might one-shot you at higher levels. Talk to Malthael, go back to base. Top right. Talk to Miriam. Get out of here. Come on, don't get stuck on little things. So this tile set's the same. It's just little on the right. Go up here. Make sure you talk to this little bubble here on the left. And then kill all the mobs. The mobs in this map will always spawn in the same place. And move up here. Alright, again, another place I don't know the map. I just hug the walls. Hug the walls. Until I find what I want. There we go. Find what I want. Gotta wait for this wall. I don't know why it takes so long. Then we hug more walls until we find these Nephilim guidance stones. Look, oh, lucky. 2 right in a row. And then the arrow will tell you, once you get, I think, those 2 guardian orbs, whatever, then it'll tell you which, where to go with the arrow on the mini-map. I don't know this map very well either, so I just go wherever. There's some events that trigger. That means you're going the wrong way. Or there's some tile sets in which there's events. Maybe it's wrong to say. It's the wrong way to go. Either way, this is an annoying map. So here's, just skip that cursed chest. Right, so there's a tile set with an event. You can't tell beforehand where it's gonna spawn, so I think that advice I gave previously doesn't matter. Just search until you find it. Here we go, found it. Gotta find it again. Where am I going? Maybe I don't know where I'm going because I haven't played this like act enough during the campaign to know where to go. But again, I think if you're running in a group, it shouldn't matter too much. So here's another event that triggers. So I think I'm in the wrong place. Let's get out of here. Oh, these doors. I can't teleport through them if there's a door that's unopened. That's one annoying thing about teleport. So this map is not the nicest to teleport, but it's not nice to anyone either way. There we go. Kill Adria. For Adria, after you kill her, you gotta talk to an NPC before you teleport back. Come on, die, die, die. While I wait, I'm gonna just throw away the garbage that I don't want. Talk to him, teleport back. This one's annoying to kill everyone. After you kill everyone, Imperious will come out. Not impervious. He walks so slow. Come on, come on. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. So I've had a bug here, in which like a monster didn't die or something, and so something happened where Imperious wouldn't spawn. And so, like, after you kill a few of these mobs, a lot of mobs will come out, right? And then Imperious jumps down. I think there's a time, I think I'll show you later. I forget which mob it was, but like, I had a bug here, so I couldn't go through these gates because Imperious didn't show up. I was so mad because this is Act 5, right? I covered so much. I was making good time, and oh, I should have told you where my duo partner disconnected, but he disconnected sometime earlier. Either way, he disconnected in Act 5, which was sad. So, I think it's this guy. This guy didn't die. He drops the Siege Rune, but I think he didn't die, and so I got a bug, and Imperious never came. So pick up the Siege Rune. Talk to Imperious. Then while you wait, this takes, I don't know why this takes time to spawn. Cancel the talking stuff. This is another map I don't know, but there's 2 places you need to go. Just typically hold the walls until I get a yellow ping on the map. I don't know if that's the best idea or not. Run with the group. It'll make your life easier. There's 1 ping, right? Let's get that. Touch the little thing, kill the boss, pick up a Siege Rune. Where are you at? There we go. Siege Rune picked up. Where's the next guy? I do not know. Oh, here we go. So what I think, if I remember correctly, one's typically like that in the center of the map somewhere, and one's typically towards the edge of the map. But don't quote me on that. Kill this guy, talk to Tyrael, and then we go to the ram. Making good time here despite the commentary. Maybe I could have showed you guys more things. It's okay. We'll deal with it. I think having more time means that also you can see kind of like there is room for error with this build as you learn how to run this. But I would definitely say, like, don't expect to do it on the first run, right? You might need some practice. Like when I was trying this back in season 5, I would practice acts individually so I can get used to the running and different things. The timing matters a lot. Maybe I'll link those in the descriptions. It's more the guides that tell you like what times to look for, etc., etc. So don't go down the stairs. Wait for Tyrael here. I've skipped him before. I have to take a long walk back up. Come on, don't get stuck on this. This is where dash kind of fails a little bit. But yeah, so I've run a lot of Rainbow Goblins, and so this tile set is somewhat familiar to me. There we go. Could just skip right through. But Pan 2's tile sets probably makes more sense. So what you want to go for this Pandemonium level 2 is bottom left. So you go bottom. Oh, I got lucky. Wherever the portals are is where you want to go. So if you run Rainbow Goblins, you'll know this map a lot better. Rainbow Goblin routes. I have a video on that. Or maybe not the routes. I have a different video on the Rainbow Goblins. But I would recommend, if you're going to do Rainbow Goblins, search Pandemonium level 1 and 2. Because a lot of goblins can spawn there. And this is it. The last boss. We kill it. And we're done. No. This is the first phase. You should jump to the middle. Come on. Jump to the middle. There we go. Second phase. And then he's dead. So the timer in-game ends when he starts his death animation. So you don't have to worry about making a time after his death animation. Or that's what I was told. Or that's what I've read. But either way, this is where we end. We're done. Woo! Easy. Again, I think it's much easier to do this conquest now with the Dash Monk. Which is basically the same build I used in my Rainbow Goblin video. If you want to click on the screen here. The link for the build and the video is also in the description below. Also, if you want to watch me race for #1 Sprinter when Season 21 starts, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/DantePhD official. Hope to see you there. Peace. Ooh, I forgot to say, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.